Okay, this is the first video that I am making to cover the reading for Wednesday, April 15th. I'm probably going to have to break this into several videos. I actually tried to make this last night as one video and it was like 25 minutes. So I'm going to try to break it into pieces. I'm going to go ahead and start with keywords. And I'm going to share my screen. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Let that load. All right, so we're going to start with puns. Puns, you're just going to see these a lot in Romeo and Juliet, and just Shakespeare is, I mean, he used a lot of puns. A pun is like a play on words. Modern Family, if anybody was a fan or is a fan of that show, they use puns a whole lot. So let me give you an example. If you were talking with your friend about where to eat lunch and you were like, I feel like taco bueno, let's talk about it. Like, that's a play on words. Or the duck said to the bartender, put it on my bill. Those are puns. Those are really cheesy examples of puns, but you get the idea. A euphemism. I like to put this as a keyword into mine because a lot, like a euphemism is like a double meaning. And a lot of times it means it's a double meaning for something offensive. Like, you're saying something that on the surface means one thing, but you also mean for it to have another, maybe, I don't know, less appropriate meaning. But Shakespeare also used a lot of these. So whenever I point out to you, that's a euphemism, usually you're looking for like a dirty joke in there somewhere. Bawdy is another word for humor that's considered like lowbrow humor, like, you know, obscene, lewd, that sort of thing. So you get a lot of bawdy, they call it bawdy humor in Romeo and Juliet. Remember, I know in our minds, I think that we think that Shakespeare is like this super fancy. In our heads, we think of ballerinas and opera. It's not. Back in the 1500s, plays, the theater, this was like seedy entertainment. This was not really elegant. It wasn't considered elegant entertainment. It was sort of I don't know, the underbelly of society. So, all right, next keyword, kinsman. And I like to put this in here because they use it a lot in here. It just means somebody that you're related to. So they'll say that my kinsman this, my kinsman that. That's just someone they're related to. If you watch any crime shows and they say they find a dead body and they're like, we have to notify the next of kin. Kin is somebody that you are related to, okay? All right, so now name pronunciations. I like to do this just because these are Italian words and we're not familiar with all of them. So it's helpful just to know starting out like what the pronunciations are. Verona is not that difficult. That's the name of the city in Italy, and that's a real place. So Verona, that's pretty, I don't think that one's that difficult. Most of these do sound the way they appear to sound. The next one is Capulet. That is Juliet's last name. That's the Capulet family. Lord Capulet, Lady Capulet. The Capulets are the noble family that Juliet is a part of. So that's just Capulet, all right? The other family in the story, Romeo's family, they are the Montagues. A Montague, Romeo Montague. So the mispronunciation we see a lot with that one is Montag. They'll say it's a Montag, but it's Montague. That last syllable there is like gue. Next one is Benvolio, and I just point out his name because you see him starting out pretty quickly in the beginning of the play. This is Romeo's cousin. He is a Montague. So Benvolio, that one's pretty easy, I think, as well. Tybalt. Tybalt is Juliet's cousin, and he's I don't know, he's like a big fighter. He's always wanting to fight the Montagues, but his name is pronounced Tybalt. It's not Tybalt, it's not Tybalt, it's Tybalt, okay? The last one that I've included here is Prince Aeschylus's name. This is the Prince of Verona, Aeschylus, and it's just, it really kind of sounds the way it looks, Aeschylus. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here. This will be, I guess, video 1 of the Act 1 scenes 1 and 2 for today. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. I've got to get better at my timing on this.